Hello everyone and welcome to the first anniversary of my game review and preview, and we have an update about the Brain Age game. Good news! The Brain Age game for the Nintendo Switch coming next year in Europe and Oceania. In North America will be announced very soon. According to Polygon, it says Nintendo's new Brain Age game for Nintendo Switch is headed to the West, at least in Europe early next year. Nintendo UK confirmed an European release for the game known as Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch system in the region last month. Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch system will be released in the UK, including the all European countries, on January 3, 2020, according to a new trailer for the game. It also released in Australia and New Zealand on the same day. The trailer shows off the English language version of the Switch sequel that was revealed last month. Classic brain training exercises like quick arithmetic, Sudoku, and counting puzzles, along with new Switch exclusive minigames, are shown in the trailer. Nintendo of America has not yet confirmed a North American release for the game. We'll be find out very soon. In September, Nintendo of Japan, or Nintendo Company Limited, announced Brain Age for Nintendo Switch, also known as Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training, as it was known in Japan. The Nintendo DS game came to North America in 2006 as Brain Age, Train Your Brain in Minutes a Day, and spawned sequels for DS and 3DS, with the most recent entry, Brain Age Concentration Training, hitting the US in 2013. So Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training will be released in Japan on December 27th, 2019, 2 days after Christmas Day, and January 3, 2020 in Europe and Oceania, 2 days after New Year. Because get ready to learn, count, and solve the problems. But Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch system in North America wasn't announced yet, so it will be announced very soon from Nintendo of America, because it's very important. Focus about the new Nintendo Switch games of 2019, 2020, and beyond. And also, Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the Nintendo Switch system wasn't compatible for the Nintendo Switch Lite, because Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training will never be compatible for the Nintendo Switch Lite, because only the standard Nintendo Switch system to play Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. So learn, count, and solve the problems. And good news! Nintendo Australia has announced that the Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training game for the Nintendo Switch will also release on January 3, 2020, same in Europe, because the gamers wanted to learn how to count the numbers, learn the math problems, and of course, to compete online and learn the brain training. Because if you have the Nintendo Switch online, you can play Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training online, because it's very good and it's a fun game. But it's an educational video game from Nintendo. Just like in school, the students learn how to count the numbers, how to solve the math problems like algebra and those math equation, and also learn how to speak English properly. You can also learn how to read the books properly, because it's very important, and it's fun at school when you were kids, especially senior high school and college. And also, according to Engadget, and it says, Nintendo revealed that Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training will come to the Nintendo Switch system on January 3, 2020 in Europe and Oceania. The mental workout game will feature classic exercises from previous brain training games, as well as new mini games and puzzles. The news follows the Japanese reveal of the game, which has a hilariously long name, Nintendo Switch Training for Adults with Brain Training, supervised by Professor Ryuta Kawashima, Research Institute for Aging Medicine, Tohoku University. Also known as Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training in North America, Europe, and Australia. Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training is a revival of Nintendo's Brain Age, Train Your Brain in Minutes a Day, which launched on the original DS back in 2005 or 2006. The game used a variety of math, logic, and reflex exercises to determine the player's brain age. If your brain is sharp, your brain age could be substantially lower than your actual age. The game's mascot was a low poly floating head of neuroscientist Ryota Kawashima, who would guide the player through each exercise. Kawashima-san will be returning in the Switch update, which is sure to please longtime fans. Brain Age utilized the DS' touch screen and stylus pen for most gameplay. The player was actually prompted to hold the DS sideways, like an open book while playing. The Switch version of the game will also use a stylus pen for some exercises, especially your fingers. The official accessory will retail for about $8 when it launches in Japan. Most minigames will use a combination of wireless Joy-Con and a stylus or finger. That means the Switch Lite owners will have to purchase a separate Joy-Con in order to play some specific exercises. This could rub some gamers the wrong way. One of the benefits of the Switch Lite is that it's $100 cheaper than a standard Nintendo Switch system, which is the price of the standard Nintendo Switch was around $300. But a Joy-Con costs around $50, cutting the cost benefit in half, and was without adding in the cost of a Joy-Con charger or Joy-Con charging grip. While there have been a handful of studies on the effects of these exercises, their efficacy isn't thoroughly backed up by science. Regardless, the games are a fun way to keep your math skills sharp, especially for adults who don't have to do homework anymore. We've reached out to Nintendo of America to see if the company had any info on a US release, but the company said it has nothing to announce at this time. So that's why the North American gamers so excited about the new Nintendo Switch game, which is the educational game, because I'm not sure if the Nintendo of America has announced about the new Brain Age game for the Nintendo Switch system. Will be coming soon, so stay tuned for more updates about Nintendo in North America. And that's about it. And once again, Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training will be released in Japan on December 27, 2019, 2 days after Christmas, and January 3, 2030 in Europe and Oceania, 2 days after New Year. And also, pre-order of Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training with free stylus pen will be available from now until December 26, 2019 in Japan and January 2, 2020 in Europe and Oceania. So be sure to buy Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training game with stylus or the standard game without stylus. So be sure to pre-order now before it's too late. So and that concludes the Brain Age update featuring Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training in Japan, Europe and Australia. And also in North America, Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training release will be coming soon because we announced yet from Nintendo of America, so please stay tuned for that. So what do you think about Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training update? Are you going to buy Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training with stylus? Are you excited to play Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training for the next month in Japan and next year in Europe and Australia? And Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training is fun or not? Please tell us know in the comments below. And of course, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and ring the bell for more game review videos, game preview videos, updates, game reactions including gameplay and unboxing. You can also follow us on Twitter at CSP Game Review and Preview for more game review videos, game preview videos, updates, Splatfest updates, Splatfest results updates, gameplay, unboxing, and game reactions as well. But my CSP Game Review and Preview on Twitter is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And we will see you in the next Brain Age update and game review and preview video. And we will see you next time. And goodbye. And this is the Brain Age update featuring Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. And you're watching the first anniversary of CSP Game Review and Preview.